Good morning, class. Today, 18th of November 2020. So, again, we are here with our English online class. As we have already discussed in the previous class about lesson number 10, the sermon at Banaras, which is written by Betty Renshaw. So, before we proceed to our new paragraph, let us revise the previous lesson. Gautam Buddha, in this chapter, the author wants to describe about the Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha was a prince. His original name was Siddhartha Gautam. At the age of 12, he was sent for schooling in the Hindu sacred scripture. Then he returned after 4 years. He married a princess and they had a son. Gautam Buddha had been shielded from the suffering of the world. When he saw 25, when he was 25, he saw a sick man. Then he saw an aged person. Then again he saw a sight of a funeral procession. Then finally he saw a monk who was begging for alms. These all sights made him so sad that he himself became a beggar. He went out to seek spiritual knowledge, to seek the enlightenment power. So he left his palace and went out for searching the enlightenment power. Gautam Buddha wandered 7 years for searching this spiritual knowledge. Finally, then he sat under a big peepal tree. And then after his name, the tree was renowned as Bodhi tree. There he stayed and until he sat there and until he didn't get the spiritual knowledge, he didn't left that tree. Then he got the spiritual knowledge after 7 days. The tree was named as Bodhi tree, and the meaning of that is the tree of wisdom. The tree of wisdom. He began to teach or preach. Soon he became known as Buddha. After that, he preached his first sermon at Banaras. सबसे पहला सरमन उन्होंने बनारस में दिया था. It was most of the holy places in the Gangas, near the Ganga river. The sermon has 10 important points, These shows Buddha's wisdom about the suffering. And these are given. What are those points? Okay. So number 1, as it is written in their book, Issa Gautami had only one son and he died. He had only one son and he had died. Then she took the dead child to her neighbors to make him alive. अपने neighbors के पास गई ताकि उसके बेटे को बचा लिया जाए. And she asked for medicine. The people called her mad. लोग क्या कहने लगे उस लड़की को, ईसा गौतमी को पागल कहने लगे, इसलिए कि वो एक मरे हुए इंसान को जिंदा करना चाहती थी, मरे हुए बच्चे को जिंदा करना चाहती थी. This is the first point. Second point in the sermon. At last, Isa met a man. He told her that he had no medicine. उसने इंसान को बताया कि मेरे पास कोई medicine नहीं. But the man told that he knew a physician who could give medicine for the same reason. This is the second point. Third point. Kisa Gautami asked him to tell the name. And he asked that stranger, what is the name of that physician? He told her to go to Sakyamuni, the Buddha. You go there and you will find out that. Fourth point. Kisa asked the Buddha to give the medicine to cure his child, to cure her child. उन्हें उससे मेडिसिन मांगी ताकि उसका बच्चा बच जाए. Fifth point. The Buddha told her to bring him a handful of mustard seeds. The Buddha asked her, go and bring a handful of mustard seed. Mustard seed, सरसों के दाने, सरसों के बीच में एक हैंडफुल मुट्ठी भर लेके आओ. It must be from a house where no one has died. ये mustard seed उसी के घर से लाना जिसके घर में कोई भी मौत नहीं हुई है. Point number 6. Kisa Gautami went from house to house. People gave her mustard seeds. But when she asked if no one died in the house, they told her not to remind of that desperate grief. सब मस्टर्ड सीड देने के लिए राजी, लेकिन जैसे ही किसी गौतम उनसे कहते कि तुम्हारे घर में किसी की डेथ तो नहीं हुई, तो उनका यही जवाब होता था कि हमें याद मत दिलाओ, वो बहुत दुख भरे थे. Point number 7. Kisa Gautami could not get the seed from such a house. ऐसे नहीं मिले. एक भी घर ऐसा नहीं मिला जहां पे डेथ नहीं हुई. Okay. Then at last she tired and hopeless at the wayside. Darkness befell her. अंधेरा उसकी आंखों के सामने छा गया. She saw the lights of the city. उसने शहर को चमकते हुए चारों तरफ रोशनी देखी. And soon the darkness of the night was everywhere. Darkness of the night was there. At the same time, the lights of the city was there. She considered the truthness of a human life. उसने समझा कि ये इंसान की सच्चाई क्या है. She thought that she was become very selfish in her grief. अपने उदासी में वो इतना स्वार्थी हो गई थी कि उसे कुछ भी नजर नहीं आता. Death was common to all. Death common है और सबके लिए, ऐसा नहीं है कोई कि नहीं मरे. Yet there lay a path, एक रास्ता है, that man to importantly surrender all selfishness. एक ही रास्ता है कि आप अपना selfish quality छोड़ दे, आप अच्छी तरह से अपनी लाइफ स्पेंड कर सकते हैं. लेकिन ये फैक्ट है, ये ट्रूथ है कि डेथ इज कॉमन टू ऑल. डेथ सबके लिए. So this much portion we have already completed. Now let us proceed to page number 135. Page number 135. Second paragraph. Of those who overcome by death, depart from life, a father cannot save his son, nor kinsmen their relations. Mark, while relatives are looking on and lamenting deeply, one by one mortals are carried off, like an ox that is led to the slaughter. So the world is afflicted with death and decay. Therefore, the wise do not grieve, knowing the terms of the world. Now, point number 8. Buddha told that human life was very brief and painful one. Human life बहुत छोटी और कष्टदायक. No one could avoid dying. कोई मौत से बच नहीं सकता. All those who were born here must die one day. जो यहाँ पैदा हुआ है, एक ना एक दिन उसकी मौत निश्चित है. Young and adult all have to die like the vessels of a potter. They break after being moved. जिस तरह से पॉट मिट्टी का घड़ा बनता है, बनाया जाता है, उसे सांचे में डाला जाता है, लेकिन एक ना एक दिन वो घड़ा भी फूट जाता है. उसी तरह ह्यूमन बीइंग का लाइफ भी ऐसा, जब बर्थ होता है उसके कई शेप्स बनते हैं. धीरे धीरे यंग एडल्ट इस तरह से एज वन बाय वन एज क्रॉस करते जाते हैं. लास्ट डेथ होती है. Then next paragraph, last paragraph of the chapter. Not from weeping, nor from grieving will anyone obtain peace of mind. On the contrary, his pain will be the greater and his body will suffer. He will make himself sick and pale, yet the dead are not saved by his lamentation. He who seeks peace should draw out the arrow of lamentation and complaint and grief. He who has drawn out the arrow and has become composed will obtain peace of mind. He who has overcome all sorrow will become free from sorrow and he blessed. So now point number 9. All depart from life. All these things are depart from it. A father cannot save his son. एक पिता अपने बेटे को नहीं बचा सकता. All relatives lament deeply when the dead is taken live and ox for soldier. सभी relatives गहरे शोक मनाते हैं जब कोई मरा हुआ इंसान को यहाँ से ले जाया जाता है, जैसे किसी बैल की हत्या की जाए. So the world is affected by suffering due to death and decay. It is there. This is the truth. That the world must be suffering. The wise do not grieve as they know the truth. जो बुद्धिमान इंसान है उसे अफसोस नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये सच्चाई है, उसे एक्सेप्ट कर लेना चाहिए. Last point 10. The sermon at Banaras, 10th point. No one will get a peace of mind from weeping or from grieving. किसी का भी रोना या दुख मनाने से मन की शांति नहीं मिलेगी. आपको सिर्फ मन दिल में एक तसल्ली होगी, yes, the next to the near and dear one is not here. बस इतना आप रो के उतना satisfaction कर लेंगे, but actual peace of mind नहीं है. On the other hand, his pain will be greater and greater. His body will suffer, and the dead are not saved by expressing sorrow. He who is of the lamenting and grief shall have peace of mind. जो इंसान इस चीज को, ट्रुथ को मान लेते हैं, एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं, वो उनका मेंटली पीस ऑफ माइंड बिल्कुल स्थिर रहता है. One who has overcome sorrow will be free from the sorrow and be blessed. जो इस दुख की घड़ी को पार कर लेते हैं बड़ी हिम्मत से, बड़ी धीरजता से, उसके जीवन में कोई तरह की परेशानी नहीं होती और वो ब्लेस किया जाता है गॉड से, ऊपर से आशीष मिलती. So these are the 10 points or a sermon at Banaras where the Buddha gave it by giving a lot of examples. So this is your chapter, the sermon at Banaras. I hope whatever we have discussed, it must be clear to you.